Big Show takes on Big Strowman. Kevin Owens doesn't address his heinous actions from last week. And that's about it. I'm Oli Davis, and this is the 20th of February 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. Raw opened with a recap of last week's Festival of Friendship. Unfortunately, I couldn't see most of the video package because of the floods and floods of tears streaming down my face. The show properly opened on Kevin Owens sitting on a chair in the middle of the ring with a spotlight on him. It was a smart visual. With Chris Jericho out of the way, the spotlight is now solely on Owens. He did look like he was about to do an acoustic set though. KO channeled his inner CM Punk, talking slowly and deliberately and calling his opponents by their first name. He ran Bill down and pointed out Goldberg doesn't do well in long matches, which is exactly what Owens is going to give him. The promo did its job effectively selling WWE Fastlane's main event. Despite Shimaro dominating the match, Enzo and Cass got the win, becoming Galanderson's #1 contenders at WWE Fastlane. Cesaro had a great showing as usual with an excellent uppercut on a mid-air Amore. Brian Kendrick beat down Akira Tozawa in an angle rather than a match. It was less ha and more because their handicap matchup went down so well on last week's Raw. Roman Reigns took on both the tag champs again. I would have much preferred the narrative of Reigns trying to find a teammate throughout the night, with each person who agrees suddenly getting taken out by a Braun running power slam or Galanderson being bullies. The tag champs looked very weak here, with Roman standing tall at the end. He did hit a hell of a spear on Carl Anderson though. The New Day revealed they'll be the hosts of this year's WrestleMania, which is fitting because both tend to go on too long. Their ice cream shenanigans continued, setting up a great Russian hacking joke from Big E on Lana. Because he's a gentleman, Jack Gallagher bought tea and biscuits to a contract signing rather than the usual rage and table flips. Neville wasn't impressed, so he did the usual rage and table flips. Nia Jax is back to squashes, beating a blonde lady in a matter of seconds. But she made her longer-term plan clear. She wants a shot at Bayley's women's title. Why are only black WWE superstars talking about Black History Month? The new WWE Women's Champion Bayley returned to her home state of California to not just one, but 2 annoying "you deserve it" chants. Stephanie McMahon told Bayley she should do the right thing and relinquish the title to Charlotte after her tainted victory the previous week. Bayley teased that she would and then had a kick-ass moment telling Stephanie, "No way." This transitioned into Charlotte tapping out to Sasha Banks in a pretty decent match. We weren't treated to the same with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, as Samoa Joe blindsided the underdog from the underground, brilliantly screaming, "This is your world now." Owens quickly pinned Zayn in the ensuing match. Paul Heyman very smartly took over this interview with Michael Cole, using Brock Lesnar as a kind of ventriloquist's dummy rather than let the beast speak. It was an effective way not just to build up his WrestleMania 33 match against Goldberg, but also WWE Fastlane's main event to decide the Universal Champion. "There's nearly 800 pounds of man meat in there," Michael Cole reminded us about 800 times throughout the night, showing the production crew fortifying the ring before the Braun Strowman versus Big Show main event was a nice detail, although it does beg the question, why haven't they been doing that before every Royal Rumble match ever? Strowman and Show's house show circuit together late last year must have helped this match flow extremely well. Near falls, power spots, bursts of athleticism, including the thing everyone's going to be talking about, Strowman's kip up. This was a fantastically competitive way to build Strowman, until the first running power slam, now known as a stumbling powerfall. Big Show seemed to call an audible and let Strowman do it again for the finish. In a classic babyface move, Roman Reigns came down to beat up Strowman after the latter's grueling physical match. But to WWE's credit, they had Braun standing tall at the end. So that was this week's Raw in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom in awe, core, average, poor, and bore. This week's Raw is poor. It wasn't a terrible show. There wasn't anything in-your-face annoying or stupid, but there wasn't much in-your-face fantastic either. The Strowman Big Show match came closest, but that's at the end of a very long 3 hours. What did you all think? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to vote in the poll above my head to give it your own rating. I'll announce the results on tomorrow's WrestleTalk news. If you want to watch The Rock turning up on Raw after the main event, to call CM Punk on his phone, or hear AJ Styles shoot on TNA, click the videos to the left and subscribe. I've been Oli Davis, and that was wrestling.